First and foremost, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Kakudash. Do honors to the apostles and elders of great Melson and Ruel. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole select. To all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers stay strong pushing with. This ain't going to be a lesson. This is going to be more of an update. It says right here, U.S. preparing for mass exodus of refugees. It says Psaki's remarks after a report suggests 5 million people would flee from the chaos of a Russian invasion. So out there in, the tension that is happening out there, between Russia and the U.S. Regarding Ukraine, you see, there's, turmoil, brewing, okay, which, something might happen or something may not happen, but regardless, we got to keep our eyes on that region of the world, okay, on that part of the world, because, this shit might crack off, possibly, World War III, or if not, it's just going to be another secretive war, okay, another co-op, or what do you call it, covert black ops, situation out there. And, you're going to have the Ukrainian troops being supplied by the U.S., with different military, weapons and vehicles. And then you can have Russia. So there might be a little war, brewing over there in Ukraine. Okay, so a lot of people are, according to this article, 5 million people, which that's a lot of people, man. 5 million people might flee Ukraine. Okay, so shit is getting bad out there, man. Okay, but it says Washington is bracing itself for an exodus of refugees fleeing Ukraine in the event of a Russian incursion. The White House has announced as tensions remain high in Eastern Europe. Speaking at a briefing on Tuesday, President Creepy Joe spokeswoman Jen Psaki touched on preparations that American officials are making in case Moscow's armed forces stage an incursion into its neighbors. Okay, so pretty much, Russia's trying to move up in there, which really Ukraine really belongs to Russia. But you already know how the U.S. is. Okay, the U.S. is, the more territory they get, the more power they have. And really, they want to take Ukraine because Ukraine is a neighboring country of Russia. So if the U.S. is able to take Ukraine from Russia, then that's a very key, that's a big win for America, for the U.S., because they'll be able to set, different anti-missile or missile, weapons in Ukraine. Okay, so they're trying to inch closer and closer towards Russia, and they're trying to take more land away from Russia. So in case shit pops off, they'll be able to, pretty much, surround them. So, the tensions are high between America and Russia, and it's only going to get worse. Okay, to the point, like the scripture says, it's going to be Armageddon, which World War III is really going to start, what they call today Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's where all the troops are going to meet. That's why the war is known as Armageddon, which is Mountain of Troops. Okay, you're going to have troops. You're going to have American troops and its allies. And then you're going to have Russian troops and their allies, pretty much going toe-to-toe. Okay, and eventually they're going to start shooting, nuclear missiles at each other, okay? And that's where America's going to be destroyed. Okay, but like I said, this was not a lesson. This was more of an update. With that, till the next time, Lord willing, I'm going to say shalom.